Bienvenidos, buenas tardes, buenas noches, buenos días, a los que estén en este video. Vamos con el capítulo, avanzamos a la siguiente fase, que es la parte de la cordillera, donde la cordillera, para poder llegar a poder pasar de mundo y poder hacer un nuevo evento y poder subir las personas más todavía. Como se dan dar cuenta, no es el nivel 7, me tomó bastante tiempo. Le he estado trabajando duro para que suba de nivel. Qué raro.
Leave it all to me.
Solo por querer cobre. Por aquí. Rápido.
Look up there! That's the Jade Chamber!
Y no le coge el cofre en esta vez.
This is bad! Well, since we want to go to the... Let's look around.
Quiero mi cofre. Pero esto me hace. Y vamos subiendo.
Hey, look! There's some... Since this is the right place, it must have something to do with the Jade Chamber. Yes, this must...
Bueno. Es allá. Gente que
It only takes us up to here. Aw, if that wind current was stronger, we'd be able... Huh? Why? Or... Oh, Paimon! Alright, Oh, hang on a moment. Looks like we've gotten close to the Guizhong Ballista. Why don't we you up to the Jade Chamber using the ballista? No. Oh, that's right. Now that you mention it, we could use the...
Bien, curándonos. Vamos pasando esto primero, después pasamos esto. Vamos recogiendo todo. Y arriba está. Vamos, logramos. Lo logramos. Ahora sí, ya que vamos al sitio donde deberíamos ir. No sé si está muy fuerte el audio del juego, no. Le voy a bajar un poquito. Ahí está. Bajemos, activemos, bajemos, activemos. Ahí más ganadora. Lo siento que armada. Entonces combinan los ataques tierra con electricidad porque me da más posibilidad de combinaciones. Tenemos que ir a todos lugares. Qué complicado. Debería ser algo primero, lo primero. El más cercano. No tuviera una idea de qué hacer. Soltamos, bajemos. Qué locura va a ser Paino. ¿Qué más quiere Paimon? Venga, vamos acabando con la verdad. Vamos a salir a primera escena. Bueno, termina rápido. no importa. O de por dónde. Entonces, más fácil va a ser si me da pereza de estar recorriendo todo. Bajamos a toda velocidad, nos montamos, bajamos, 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 bajamos y hablamos con el centro. Equilibrio personal, otro código tuvieron. Ya estamos en reparación. ¿No? Y termina. Ahora Dios. Bueno, bueno, bueno. Entonces, recorremos. Quiero recordar primero toda la lista antes de entrar. No hay nada. Entremos. Ya regreso. Un momentito, ya regreso. Ya volví. Le estoy diciendo cuando. Así un poco de frío. Hasta les cuento más la temperatura. quiero que pillara. Por aquí no se puede salir. Tiene que ser hacia arriba. Hace un poco de frío. Un momentito. Ahora sí, más calientito. Pero tengo que buscar algo. Antes de bajar, me tengo que buscar algún punto de tele por aquí o algo. No hay ningún punto de teleport. Ve, dice el mapa. ¿Qué es esto? Misión del mundo. Vamos a hacer la misión del mundo. Bajamos. Aquí vamos ahora. Vamos. Bajamos. Ve. Ahí tengo. Ahora vamos entonces. ¿Dónde deberíamos ir? Aquí. Bien, ya estamos aquí. Hay que acabar con todas estas primero antes de ir arriba. Bueno, ya sabemos qué hacer. Ahora vamos, vamos, un golpe más, un golpe más. Vamos a ver. Vamos a defender por aquí. Una vez que tengamos esto, cuidaremos el nivel daño. Pero será mejor para nosotros. Porque podemos subir al nivel 80. Quiero usar el defense más. Necesitamos preparamos comida. Sí, para que sí. ¿De qué salida? ¿De qué sale? Bueno, vamos. Por acá no, después voy a recoger. Es hora de cantar, dice. La, la. ¿De quién es canción? ¿De quién es canción? ¿De quién era la canción? Por ejemplo, ¿de quién era la canción? Qué sanguinaria. Hay que retirarme. Ahí está. Vamos, hay que terminar rápido. Antes que nos ataquen con todo. Uno menos. No, no, se eliminan. Volver. Aquí. Tan, 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 tan. No me acuerdo de quién es canción. Ah, ya me acordé de quién es. Acabo de sacar todo. Mm,
How is it that the Patui have come under fire? That's all being lost. She proclaimed that in these tumultuous times, the Millwood must rein in the actions of the Patui. Only now do they want to start keeping tabs on us? Anyway, Mr. Chambly, you're one of Child's close associates. Please understand that your actions will reflect on us. Don't let anyone...
Looks like things are about to boil over in Leeway Harbor.
Do you intend to use your neutral identity as an intermediary between both sides? Neither path is an easy one. Oh, by the way, Mr. Chambly, we heard that the Wangsheng funeral parlor has also been caught up in all this. They're currently squaring off with the authorities. Things are taking a turn for the worse. I'm afraid I must leave now to handle things back at Washington. Consider your next course of action carefully, traveler. If you're trying to prevent an explosion...
Having connections with the Patui seems to be cool, but what does Jeremy mean by looking for the fuse? Oh, I'm a guessing. Anyone else? He must be waiting for the moment. Well, where can we find him now? Where would he go at a time like this?
Vamos a la ciudad.
Someone needs assistance.
Primero, no me estés hablando de esto. Que subir. Ay, guardé todo. Estamos yendo a un lugar sin COVID. Ojalá que no nos falte comida. Tenemos quienes revivir, pero no tenemos comida para curarnos. Listo, llegamos. Tenemos suficiente nivel. A ver qué nos piden, no nos piden nada.
Look, impressive enough from the outside, but who would have guessed we're all set for it, right? In that case, maybe they won't notice there must be more of those balls on the trap.
ask its guides. So why do you still linger here? Haven't you all?
Who's there?
If you were Fatui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself. Now, you're nothing but dross, and you're in my way. Although I'm deeply grateful to you that I was able to effortlessly, don't you think that trying to stop me now would just stop me more than this? Hiding away the Exuvia.
So you've been planning to take the gnosis from inside the Exuvia all along?
As one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers, it's my duty to see that she really is that which she desires. I'm not asking for your blessing, and there's the time for discussion and diplomacy has already passed. I mean, if it were up to me, either way, we now come to my fate, battle.
Battle? Well, you're the type that goes looking.
Senora and the deity.
Ya, bla, 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 vamos.
That's for me. The greatest pleasure of being
Solo escucho, pégame.
Oh, so you intend to fight me? Good. I will. Besides, you can never defeat me. Not even in your wilds.
Qué pelear.
Fighting talk, I love it.
Vamos, Noel, tú puedes.
This chance is hard to come by, so show me all you've got. So very few ever get the chance to square off with the two garbage.
¿Quién tuviera
So
desafíos?
come now, amuse me, and don't you dare.
Midnight Phantasmagoria! As a dutiful maid would.
¿A quién tuviera que desafiar?
Possible lesson.
¿Quién tuviera desafíos?
More time.
A Jimmy con su Noel.
Making progress. Taking it seriously. Good. No wonder Senora was so wary.
Ahora es cambiado a eléctrico.
That just means I can go all
No me
out.
importa que tanto cambies.
This is about to get tough. Now, show me what you can do against the might of a harbinger.
Someone needs assistance. I must.
Oh, you push her.
Leave it all to me.
Gosh.
No me importa si cambias. Si cambias de nivel, habilidad, y yo te voy a vencer siempre.
Not bad. Your swordsmanship is quite impressive. But that's about as far as you'll
Al
get.
fin, te vas ganando.
Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You explained that I'm supposed to be a Exuvia.
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recluse in this world. You of all people should know. You should have been expected. Well then, I'll be taking more acts of gnosis now.
No hay nada.
I see. Well, this is most unexpected. You beat me to it, didn't you?
Quiero ver, transfórmate, pues, transfórmate. No me importa si te transformes en un monstruo superpoderoso. Te venceré. Vamos, tengo suficiente fuerza para acabarme contigo. No te tengo miedo. Pero bueno, que viene bien preparado. Vamos, 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 vamos. Son niveles demasiado bajos para tenerte miedo. Bien, cambiamos. Rápido. Listo. No te tengo miedo. Cambiemos rápido. Ahora cambiemos. Ya te vencí, ¿ves? Pensaste que no te iba a vencer, es más poderoso.
Legacy transformation. Now that I consider the matter more carefully, you never had any chance of beating me to the Gnosis. You had no connection to the Gnosis.
That's what we've been trying to tell you.
Your show of ability today far surpasses that of Signora's initial assessment of you and Mondstadt. Tell me, how could that be? You already know the answer, don't you? But if that is a secret you wish to keep, I guess I'll just have to curb this battle has already left me, so anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend. Even if our friendship can open.
Pretty sure that's not the normal.
Unfortunately, I must really say, given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, we must look once again to the beginning. In fact, it might be that the Azubi was just a different.
So you mean that?
Yes, it appears. It seems that the guardian deity of the capital of commerce is also well put. As such, we must.
Backup plan?
I had hoped it would never come to this, for the weak will be swept away. The truth is, the world belongs to those who pursue strength. Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as for too hard. I will awaken the god that lies dormant in the Athenian stone forest.
God?
Osial, overlord of the vortex, who was defeated by Morax, the geog gave such an ancient god to be unleashed upon Neo. Do you think the cunning Rex Lapis would just stand aloof and watch?
But the Archon War ended 2,000 years ago. How could an ancient god?
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Hey, Walter scheduled the permission. Oh, Paimon and never now. The Petuli have been researching them.
Indeed. The one that was given to you was just a byproduct of our research. With the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one place, along with that which was bestowed upon me as a hawk, using the powers of ancient gods in such a situation, for knowing that such an action will not only force the Geo Archon to show its hand, but you as well.
Tienes que acabar con otro dios. A ver qué tipo de dios va a ser. Oye, un momentito. Yo conozco esa forma. No es Kyogre.
Will the nation that has lost its deity be
Si
swallowed
no
up
es
by
Kyogre
ancient balance
tampoco.
once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Leo, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Vamos a levantar. Si es Kyogre,
He's already gone.
se me hace una Kyogre.
What's going on?
No es Kyogre, es un dragón de agua. Es hora de ser.
If we hadn't happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over just as we came out of the Golden House, we really could.
Sale a acabar con él.
Is the Overlord of the Vortex still in the...
What are you doing here?
Hold on. It's the Adepti. What are you doing on the Jade Chamber? I'm a...
Faced with the calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our differences aside.
Oh, I'm on get this. So how did this being this Overlord of the Vortex?
It's not just you. We've got new Millilith recruits who can't even stand at attention without shaking. Which is why we must stop that monster before it.
So the Archon War was fought 2,000 years ago against enemies? So will the power of the chieftain, Nolan, and the Adepti gathered here?
We've already discussed this together, and our conclusion is not necessary.
What? Wait, all of you are supposed to be the drug...
One certainly could.
Huh?
The chief thing did once research the matter of the Guizhong ballista when it piqued their fancy. And as fate would have it, one who did craft the Guizhong. But what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanism? I suppose this is one blessing from the Adepti. So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong ballista to fight off that god. All the Adepti here, we haven't a moment to spare. Our...
Juego.
Yep.
Miel. Como ya que tengo la actualización del Windows 11 preview, bueno, al jugar al principio. Yo quería enfrentarme con este.
They're attacking the Guizhong ballista.
Es hora de defender. Vamos, Noel, tú puedes.
The three Adepti men in the Guizhong ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work.
All able Milliliths, with me!
Vamos,
Let's go help too!
vamos.
We Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia. Let one see what you are made of then. What strength remains within you? What wishes to witness?
Killjoy, we've only just begun. Looks like I
Vamos.
should be fun. Not breaking a sweat.
Vamos allá, vamos allá, vamos allá. Vamos acá, vamos acá, vamos acá.
It's a good night show.
That is Osial's divine power.
Vamos, 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 vamos.
Be careful not to get hit.
Someone needs assistance.
The Patchouli! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How daring. Midnight diplomats will answer for this.
Vamos, ayude.
Last one.
No puedo solo yo todo.
Were you about to say we can't hold them, children? Don't lose heart. Here, take this.
Temple energy. That light from your body. It's like this tiny giant card. Wow, it's Madam Pink's shockwave.
Bueno,
It's really
bueno.
strong. Time to clean up. Yeah.
Vamos, vamos, vamos. Vamos, acá, 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 acá.
With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil. Cast your fear of injury by the wayside and fight with all your might. I too did this during the Archon War. The business was Gaine's like in a fight.
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
We're going too fast. I'll catch you.
Shine. You are strong body and spirit. And perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
I must leave no stone unturned. As a dutiful maid will. I'll catch up. Exercise caution. I fear that the god's power has reached its peak. In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right? Leave it all to me. By royal decree. As a dutiful maid will. I'll catch catch up. The Pitui's numbers are thinning.
Fight on, comrades. Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the Gauntlet.
20 segundos más, 20 segundos más. Podemos hacerlo en 20 segundos.
Qué buena idea.
Bien.
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
Chica impacto.
It's working. We just need to keep this up.
No. Perfecto. Tenemos que pelear duro.
Be careful now.
The Guizhong ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber. What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
Se ve en nuevo lugar.
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun. The effects of the sigil of permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the overlord of the vault.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to you, save your flattery. It didn't just happen to
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started setting a trap first. It was only the size of a small room, but with continued expansion, it is a testament to Ningguang's entire life. Both this seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Lira means much to her. To me, such cooperation.
well. I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice. Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well why the Adepti came here today. 3,700 years. According to our record, even to this very day, Lira and its land have stood the test of time, immovable as stone. But that does not mean that the Lira of today is the same city as it was. Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land. Instead, focus yourself on
Questioning our
simply hope that our Jedi forebears would see you. Forebears, you say. One doubts you would be fit to be part of such a lineage. This morning, Rex Lapis appeared to me in what? In a dream. I yearned to tell him that we chieftains, though mortal, are equally bound to the contract. I also thought to tell him how the past generations of chieftains had strove under his rule to survive in our mortal world, but I dared not speak.
Oh, Ningguang.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say, Outlander?
Look, that's something that happened in Monster. The story about the four winds and the king's minimal art on plotting spells and strife between the two sides. Because he believed that such conflict was only each of the seven nations has its own scars from the past.
Though your point is the very height of simplicity. As Adepti, we've become a laughing stock, to be chastised thus by an outlander.
All right, all right. Didn't you know we should focus on the city and each of its citizens? I know I already have.
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid I cannot show it.
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, the sergeant of the Moon. I thought this battle would perhaps be my last. But thanks, although I am a mere mortal soldier, I promise to hold the line and never.
Why does everyone look so down?
Weren't you frightened, dear? It was quite the predicament.
I wasn't afraid. All the strong villainous guards were there. The powerful, dangerous here. Everyone always protects me. The rest of the time, they fun toys, tasty snacks, things for protecting you at harbor.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to,
Huh?
because we are Adepti.
Oh,
You see, this is what Lira is meant. The country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their protection. But it is no longer necessary for the city to rely, although their blood is weak. There is still strength. The time of contracts between God and Lira has long since passed. Now is the time.
Seeing the world around us now, it is hard not to feel the benefits. Wouldn't you say so?
Your line of inquiry is key. What did not
seems like the Adepti have had a change of heart.
Let us return.
Eager to leave, conqueror. Yes, one understands from the conqueror of demons. One fears that by the time one finally grasps the new contracts of rule, you humans would have walked the earth. Since we Adepti have consensus, but how will we ensure that the leader and chieftain will not simply
All right, Conqueror, it seems to me
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti was avoided. All permanent well, huh? Oh, right. It's nice that we got Capitulo. Tyler wanted to unleash the gods, so we can lure Rex, but we were able to handle the overlord of the vortex on our own. Oh, and speaking of that, don't we still need to... Chris doesn't get it. But isn't the strongest way we have the Adepti was right at the party that we're organizing?
Wow. Wow, 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 wow.
Let's ask for him now. Let's check him over.
Vamos a la comida de disminuye. Así van a entrar más rápido. Tenemos que no sé. tenemos comida que no está. Tenemos que ir lento y seguro. No tenemos comida, ¿eh? No tenemos abuelos. Va poniendo unos de hierro. Ahí está el equipo. Pero un ratito voy a quitar. Así vamos a llegar. Y el siguiente barco. Vamos aquí mejor. Y vete ahora mucho. Estoy viendo a otro lado. Que no lo voy a hacer. Vamos, tomar vuelo. Mucho en quien conversar. Hay un tubi aquí. No hay barco, así que aún seguí.
I'll catch up. Someone needs assistance. I'll catch up. I'll catch up.
Después breve. Vamos a viéndolo. Si tengo algo en la televisión. Ahora. Interesante entonces y termina el mito del ascenso.
I'll catch up. Anything I can do for you too? This contest please young me. If I unfortunately Sean me to take care of the moment. This is the Northland Bank belongs to the Capituli. Last time we saw Sean Lee was before we went to the. Do you think he doesn't know about the attack on me? It better go and.
Nos vamos a sacrificio, man.
Someone needs sister.
You call this cooperation between harbingers? Cooperation involves.
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, what you haven't even got to see. Oh, it seems that some of your friends.
Sean Lee and child. You.
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching helplessly as something precious was snatched away from your friend.
Well, if it isn't you two, this is our first time seeing each other since Leo was nearly wiped off the map.
I knew that we should never have tried.
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had any. Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. The real deceivers here are Senora and John Lee. Curse them for being hard. So actually, I think
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to chat when you remember the agreement to Morax. Now, would be so fun. The gnosis.
What in the world are you talking about?
The contract is fulfilled. That
Sanctimonious. What? You're the one? No, wait. You're gonna sign it twisted off.
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract, for it is a matter solely between.
Yeah, you think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake testing? Everyone was very paranoid for you and what? This
Gathering all the forces that have been bubbling behind the scenes and then stirring them together in a pot.
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best that as you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. Even boulders can withstand whirlpools or a road passing time. I can't convince them to one pleasant day. As I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant tell one of his workers, "You fit nice little motions among the crowds," asking, as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role. I soon discovered it was Neoland, the city I had dwelt in for so long, though I
Y
failed
Bocho, la verdad.
Indeed I was. The gnosis, which I had kept for so many years. That's right. Which is why I could...
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear and...
Of course. And it would have been Alt, just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents. So have we.
I was pleasantly surprised with the finale of the show that you all did. Why, the Adepti deserve the greatest applause, considering their years of seclusion. They hardly recognized the city, yet faced with such a crisis, they exerted it. And hats off to the emissary dispatched by the Cryo-Archon to fulfill our contract, Signora. She managed to keep everything she knew in strict confidence. All the while, I carried on the Shangri and fulfilled the traditions. These things were all part of my script. The only unforeseen plot twist was the convent. I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti, to come to the defense of Leo. They seized the opportunity to supplant Leo as divine protectors, and used the subsequent power vacuum left by my death. On the contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared that it was too soon for them to take over.
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least bit of remorse for this?
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all. If you hadn't created
Ya mucho que hablarle.
Insider you on mocking me like that? Are you itching for a fight? Be that as it may, you've come out of this as the hero, Leon. I, on the other hand, will be forever.
well then, for the gnosis in my possession, I have no use for it.
That's fine. I'll meet you there later.
Do as you wish.
Now, is there anything else you wish to ask me?
Right! And Chelsea always told us a good trade is a fair trade.
Realistically speaking,
Huh?
however, I am the god of contracts. For thousands of years, I have made countless contracts. My agreement with the Cryo-Archon will be the last of my contracts as the Geo-Archon. As for the bargaining chip that the Tsaritsa used, uncover that answer for yourself in your future journeys.
No hay problema para nosotros.
Today's the day of the Rider Party. Although the star of the show is safe, we spent so much time trying to organize it, it would be a real shame not to go there now.
Y aquí tenemos un primer replay. Vamos caminando. Sé que te corren el camino más largo, pero
I'll catch up.
Well, there's only one real possibility in my mind. I've heard of the assassins. It's Huey. Shh, don't hear me. You know that god from the ocean couldn't have just shown up out of nowhere. I mean, if this happened right on the say, do you think the person who assassinated him? No. I don't still forget it.
Hear ye all!
Though a dragon soars ageless as the mountains, it too must return to gods and Adepti live glorious lives. But both light and shadow, rumors and hearsay abound on the streets that Rex having been thwarted in his trial. Rex Lapis, nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in base speculation.
I might need the translation on what the chiefing's announcement said. So that's how the perfect goes off. What the chiefing already knew. Did John Lee tell them in secret after his notebook changed hands? Exactly, right? Look, he wasn't touching. Anything?
As said previously, Rex Lapis' soul.
3,700 years of contracts burned.
We, the people of Lila, were indeed prosperous, but blinded by his long, unending dream of Archon. Now that we have awoken from our dream, will you stand with us as we re-establish our contact?
So concludes the words of Her Eminence the Tinchan. Does Her Eminence the Yuhan have anything to add? She walking with the
Traveler,
Yes, she really is.
Is that the traveler who is said to be the ancient?
Oh no. The real chieftain always repay their debts.
and as you have heard, name your price.
Oh.
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
Debe decir que su voz.
As for me, and the thing I put aside as well.
De hecho, aquí está el señor Gordita.
Perhaps a minute.
¿De dónde está?
Hey, Zoe! Look at this. Everyone in Relay. Head of the ceremony. Even you are looking all 11.
Why would I not, right? Here, the two of you can.
Ha! That sounds like
You're right. I do like them.
well, why would Morax like this?
As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create more. But since I have chosen to walk this earth as the moon, when I was journeying with you, though I still had the notice in hand, I knew that I must soon retire.
Oh, no wonder. I'm ungifted now. But we weren't used to not being able to just meet Mora as and when you wanted.
Well, we were only spent in the city of commerce, the Archon Morax. I will treasure the memories that I made as Jean Lee. Travel, that
Fue un buen
is,
viaje.
fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation that neighbors Lira by sea in Azuma is presently closed. The Electro-Archon Ball. And just as the people of Lira prefer to call me,
I don't think we've heard that one before.
that is the case. And since Raiden is also the Shogun of the Inazuma Prefecture, people call her the Raiden Shogun.
That said, so people at the wars were saying that the situation in Inazuma is very juggly. Since you're at Lapis, shouldn't you know something about what's happening?
It's because of visions.
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control. But if a person shows true strength of will, this is what visions are. Magic.
That's how people do that?
But starting from last year, the ride-in show.
Genshin Impact?
Yes, it was an awful.
What does keep itching? But why?
I should think that in the ride-in Shogun's eyes, it is precise.
Oh, that's hard.
The animal archon is the god of freedom. The fact that even I, the old know her. 7 ideals for 7 young. All right then. Was there anything else you wished to know?
It's over.
I suppose you'll have to find a way to get inside.
Bueno, parece que nuestra misión principal ha terminado.
Someone needs assistance. I'll catch up.
Ah, children, come, come. Oh, no, no. In fact, my old friends and
That's him? From Kaiser?
oh, when you traversed my old teapot in search of the capitulo, that simply won't do. Fortunately, I have not yet grown so old as to see my subspace creation of my friends never met. I will not go into the teapot that you entered previously with a little trinket created using that ability.
So, in the eyes of an executive, creating a magic teapot world.
Indeed, the teapot is not but that's enough nostalgia for now. The gift that I have.
That's right. Finding stuff what we're good at.
Oh, settle down now, children. There's no need for you to go running hip once more. I doubt that you would know how well. For starters, I require some shimmer soil for the banks of Diwa. You would have to dig downward, following but almost no one has been able to find shimmer soil in this one. Even more difficult to find is rapid in the case. So Ractus, what was the nose of that child physics?
Well, since you're an adeptus, Granny, the person.
Yes.
Huh? How come there is nobody in Shanghai and we are home? We need to go into the...
Maybe so, you can say. A fair few of my old friends are like,
And that, Granny? Oh, I don't believe these men.
allow me to do that. This child here is Faith. I believe you already heard of the traveler.
Of course, who hasn't? Much has been written about him. You became one of Eli's most wanted after the Nololith marked you as a suspect following the incident at the Rite of System before finally defeating the ancient god together with Granny and her associates, and subsequently being cleared as a shame that we didn't meet sooner. If we had, well, I can't say. Allow me to introduce myself once more. I'm Genpei, a legal advisor. Got a legal problem? You can come right to me.
Una abogada.
Oh, yes. Here's my business card. You'll find it has a contact if you have an urgent issue.
All right, Yensei.
Buena abogada.
You'll have to excuse Yensei. She's always been like this.
I know it's gonna ask the same question. You seem really different from the ones we've met. And adeptus? I guess. Kinda. My old man said he was one anyway. He mentioned that he went to campaign to suppress Lapis for a long time. They had me, and once I was all grown up, the two of them up and left on a journey, leaving me stranded here. That's the castle for adeptus. Aren't you guys supposed to sign solid contracts to protect Leo at Harbor and all that stuff? What do you want? My dad did say that he talked it through with Rex Lapis, and that's the side of it. He even contributed anything. Not dwell on that too much. So, Granny, I've got a hold of designs already. Well, that's a really commercial consultancy. Crossel, a Snurshnian merchant who once came to me. He mentioned that he was considering acquiring some miraculous jadeite, so I guess I'll go look for him. And oh, you wanted that's sleeping. Hello, Mr. Crossel.
Oh, good, very good. All things to advise this year.
Hey, what brings you here today?
You're too kind. I was simply...
Well, yes, as a matter of fact, in the... Miss Yanfei, might I presume that you have an interest in the hairpins? I must apologize.
Wait, isn't Smaragdus jadeite really rare? Aren't you worried about the hairpin?
No, I'm not worried in the slightest, because I signed a contract with... The contract makes it quite clear that if she loses or damages... In return, I included a clause that guarantees the Smaragdus jadeite is...
Guaranteed genuine, with 10 times the value payable if this claim is shown to be false.
Of course. This way, both the client and I have the
In that case, might you know where Mr. Chow lives?
Oh, of course. She wrote...
Thanks a lot, Mr. Cross. I'll catch up. Someone needs assistance.
Leo Lee Pavilion. Best Lee food in town.
Oh, whatever shall I do? Yes, that's me. Is there...
How do you do, Monsieur Chow? We understand from My associates and I are very interested in...
The hairpins. I don't know how it could have happened. I spent so much money on them. If I have to pay their original value... My family is in the ore business too. But business has been... We now have a backlog of paid-up orders. A big banquet is coming up and that's what the hair... But now that I've lost the hairpins...
Why does Paimon have a sudden strong sense of deja vu?
Would you really? I sent a commission to the Adventurers Guild, but...
Hold on. Don't run off looking for the hairpins just yet. Mr. Chow, would you let me...
Huh? Well, I mean, sure.
Let me see.
That's right! Yanfei said she's a legal advisor, didn't she? Maybe she can... True.
Right. I finished reading the contract. The terms are very clear, and they do indeed stipulate that you must pay Mr. Cross. Furthermore, the contract also expressly states that the amount of compensation must take... And given the rarity of Smaragdus Jadeite, I fear that the...
Even higher? Oh, no.
Uh-oh. Jucho looks like she's about...
However, all of this is assuming that it is indeed genuine Smaragdus Jadeite that was inlaid into the hairpins.
Did you really have to pause before saying that part? Anyway, the hairpins are lost, so whichever way you look at it, we've got to start by finding those hairpins.
Except that if we found the hairpins, there'd no longer be any need to check...
Please. Please, Don't trouble yours. However much it is, I will have to pay it. Now that it's come to this, I really shouldn't keep cross-looking.
Yes, legally speaking, it seems this is the most sensible course of action. But before that, I have some... So hold on a moment, Mr. Chow. When you first...
What did I feel? Well, I remember that the gemstone said my family has seen much jade pass through its hands in the past, so
Smooth to the touch. No, it's nothing. I just need to re-examine a few things.
Ah, Miss Yanfei, you've returned. With Miss Jichao. You lost them!
I'm sorry! Truly,
Mora! Do you have any... I just don't... Forget it. Talking won't bring them back. Since Miss...
No problem. But before I can give an official estimate, I'll need to do a little market research. Ah, yes. It was in fact genuine Smaragdus Jadeite inlaid into the hairpins, correct?
Of course! Genuine article guarantee...
All right, understood. I'll conduct some market research, and once I'm back, I'll provide an official assessment of...
Thank you very much. How could she lose my hairpins?
Looks like I'll have to find some way to raise that money.
Please wait, Mr. Chow. I have some... It's not convenient to speak here, so let's find somewhere that we can sit and talk in more detail.
Someone needs assistance.
Ya me imagino que está al final. Balen. No, pues pero no me gusta el paloma. No puede ser los chistes.
Miss Yanfei, what is this about? Are you...
No. What I wanted to talk about is, there is a chance that the ore inlaid on those hairpins may not be Smaragdus Jadeite.
What do you mean? Are you implying...
Obviously not. I'm no adventurer, let alone a member of the guild. I don't run thankless, time-consuming errands for a I don't know if Granny told you this, but Smaragdus Jadeite is found deep underground and contains very concentrated... If mere mortals come into contact with it, well, they'll be sick in the best case. And in the worst case, they could even experience a dramatic change of personality. Mr. Chow, did you at any time feel unwell while the hairpins were in your...
No, not at all. I felt perfectly fine the whole time. Not even the slightest...
Now that is strange. I noticed earlier that there were elemental traces, and if I've deduced correctly, he may still have the Smaragdus Jadeite, and
If that's the case, we should go confront him right now and expose.
absolutely not. If we were to confront him now, there's no way he would admit to it. Eventually, and then he'd throw the Smaragdus Jadeite into the sea the moment we were gone. After that, he would simply insist that Mr. Chow pay up Meanwhile, we would have to look under every stone in Liyue, hoping and praying that the hairpins do actually still exist somewhere in this world.
So vivid that Paimon thinks it might be.
Oh, it certainly is. I've seen my fair share of situations like this, and brute force methods are certainly one way of resolving them.
Well then, since you're so
Oh, that won't be a problem. But first, Mr. Chow, can I ask?
Huh? Does there have to be a contract for everything? Paimon can't. It feels like Yanfei is even more.
These are my formal terms of engagement. Everything prior to now has just been pro bono advice. But for me to investigate any further, any work commissioned but not bound by a contract cannot be relied upon.
I understand. Then I will be glad to place this.
No problem. Just sign here, and I'll sign too. Okay, and I'll also need your signatures on pages 5, 7, and on the very last.
This contract has so many pages.
All right, that should do it. My fees are the same as always, and they're written in the contract. Have a look through.
I've had a read through everything.
Well then, here's your copy of the contract. I will retain the other copy. Not for now, no. Despite how intractable this problem, I don't believe you have been part of an investigation like this before.
Miss Yunfei, I have to ask.
Because, as it happens, I'm currently trying to acquire some Smaragdus Jadeite myself. I noticed strong traces. Whether he actually made it into an item of jewelry or not is a separate matter. But either way, it's a lead. As long as... Also, the idea of someone abusing the law to their advantage... But again, let's not dwell on this. Let's go I've got it! Let's pay a visit to Chateau, the boss of the Jade Mystery. If Mr. Crossell had his ore worked on at all, Chateau would undoubtedly have been his first choice.
Vamos al gordito.
Why, hello there, honored customers. Welcome to... Surely not more spurious claims that my jade betting is rigged and no one can ever win? Oh, I swear...
No, nothing of the sort. Has a Snezhnayan merchant named Crossell enlisted your ore processing service?
A Snezhnayan merchant named I do remember that. That was the first time I'd ever encountered it, so I had no way of telling if it was really Smaragdus Jade. He was quite generous with his money, too, so I didn't give it too much thought.
Do you have any leftover debris from your work on it?
Why, yes. It was my first time encountering this ore, after all.
Thank you, sir. We'll take a look at the...
Try your luck betting on Jade?
Huh? If my eyes don't deceive me, the cross-sections and patterning suggest that, yes, it's not particularly rare, nor is it especially valuable. It's used to make jewelry all the time. I've heard it said that Smaragdus nephrite is in fact the outer layer of Smaragdus jadeite, though no one's ever proven it.
A thin layer of separation, huh?
If you must see for yourself, try examining these shavings for traces of elemental energy. Smaragdus nephrite,
Is that so? Well, so did you find anything? So they really are different. But wait, how come Jichao is able to...
There's nothing special to it. It just so happens that I've come across a great many of these in my time. These two stones actually look very similar. Someone without a deep understanding of them would find it very... There may be only a subtle difference for the casual viewer, but that translates to an astronomical difference in terms of the market price, and, I'm sure, a significant difference in the cost of...
All right, let's focus up. We're going off on a
But, never mind, Shirto. What?
Unusual actions have unusual reasons behind them. Let's take some of these shavings back...
Miss Yenfei?
If you could just confirm for me once more, sir. Mr. Crossell did indeed claim that the
Yes, that's right. I still have a record of the job with me.
Then I have no further questions. But could I borrow the processing record and the
Of course.
Oh, I have my reasons. Yes. Please sign. This document shall serve as signed proof that these stone shavings originated from.
Yes, I see.
I wouldn't say there's been an incident. Just a minor issue. Thank you, sir.
With this hard evidence to back us up,
On the contrary, this is far from sufficient to build a cake. If you want to make jewelry, you need a professional jewelsmith. Let me think. Jewelry. Aha! Got it! Singxi. She often helps people.
Well, that was quick. How come you know?
Because lots of people come to me for legal advice As you know, Liyue Harbor is this, but the amendments as such.
So you help?
Yes, well,
You memorized?
you sound surprised. Knowing the law inside out is a legal advisor's bread and... Oh, this has nothing to do with being an adeptus.
Again, with that casual...
Well, that's that then. I'll catch up.
Volvamos a la señorita de la casa.
Oh, Miss Yenfei, it's you. Has something happened?
Have no further trouble from then on? Yes, of course. I'm just here to ask you if you... Has a merchant by the name of Crossell asked you to put him in...
Crossell. Yes, I remember him. He's a merchant from Snick. The design of the hairpins that he gave me was quite intricate, so it took me some work to find someone who was up to the job. This order was on hold for a very long time, and only completed quite...
Doesn't seem like there's any evidence to be found here.
Miss Singxi, I'd like for you to confirm for me once more. When Mr. Crossell commissioned you to find him a jewelsmith...
Yes, I'm sure of it. The hairpins were made using many Mr. Crossell wasn't very familiar with the necessary procedures, so I filed it on his behalf. I also kept a copy for my own records. See for yourself. The item is called Smaragdus Jadeite. The inlaid gemstone is recorded as Smaragdus Jadeite.
Thank you, Singxi. Now...
Sure, it isn't serving much purpose here anyway.
Nothing you need to worry about. Just a minor issue. I'll return your document.
Why is everyone's first reaction always to assume someone or something is in trouble?
I believe we have almost all the evidence we need. We just need to make one...
The weirdo with the snake around his neck?
Because only he can provide an authoritative statement once we have this final piece of evidence.
Someone needs assistance.
Debe de preparar comidas también. Señor de la serpiente.
My, to what do I owe the pleasure? Though I'm afraid that if it isn't Miss Yenfei as well. Now that's an even rarer honor. What business brings you?
No. I'm here this time to ask if you're familiar with...
Smaragdus Jadeite? Why, yes, there is some information about it included in the 6th commentary on the 7 Mountain Treatises states that this substance springs forth from stone marrow within the mountains, and it is abundant in elemental energy, so if someone without a vision is in contact with it for a prolonged period, best case scenario, they fall ill. Anyway, I'm sure you didn't come all this way just to chit-chat. Knowing you, Yenfei, and given this, I suppose that you're about to ask me to write an official affidavit attest.
That is indeed the case. If you would be...
No trouble at all. It's just a single document, won't take me a... But after I gave him my reply, his expression shifted to one of... I wonder, Miss Yenfei, if your pressing business...
You needn't concern yourself about that, Dr. Baizhu. Thank you for penning us that document.
You're too kind.
That Baiju guy is as weird as ever. Is it just Paimon, or does it feel like he was fishing for something back there?
Dr. Baiju's always been like that. Well, we have the evidence we need. Let's go find Mr. Crossell.
How many days has Daddy been away?
You can't beat the atmosphere here in Biwa.
What can I get you?
Miss Yanfei, have you finished your investigation? I trust.
Yes, my investigation is indeed concluded.
Wonderful. Well then, please.
Of course. Mr. Crossell, you must pay Mr. Chout.
Sure. Wait, what? Me pay her?
Not at all. According to my investigations and the material evidence that we've gathered, the substance claimed to be... Now, the contract states very clearly that 10 times the price shall be paid should the article not be genuine. Accordingly, you are liable for this sum, which is payable...
Material evidence? What? I spent a huge sum to obtain that Smaragdus jadeite.
Indeed. Only a testimony from an expert witness involved in the processing of the ore can serve as an authoritative assessment of whether it is genuine. This is a processing record from the Jade Mystery, along with stone samples and...
Seriously? Even the boss there couldn't differ it in any case.
That's an unsubstantiated...
Well, your claim that my ore is fake is just as unsubstantiated.
Looks like our first hard evidence. Something legally binding. We have just the thing.
This stuff...
Our second piece of evidence didn't work.
You know, you could be right. Perhaps...
Of course I'm right. All the evidence...
Well, hang on a moment now, because I do recall... Traveler, would you do the honors? This shall serve as decisive.
What?
Smaragdus jadeite springs forth from stone marrow within the mountains and will bring disaster to any mere mortal. Sustained contact with Smaragdus jadeite over a prolonged period will, in less serious cases... Mr. Crossell, were you aware of these peculiar properties of...
I had
no idea, you say? I'd guessed as much. But for you to... I'm afraid that this falls outside the scope of my work, but within that of the Ministry of Civil... However, I'm sure that the Ministry will be relatively lenient. Don't worry, Mr. Crossell. I will make sure that all the evidence presented here... I trust that you'll give them your full cooperation in their
What? Wait!
Oh, so you knew? Oh, dear, Mr. Crossell.
Huh? No, I...
Aren't actually inlaid with genuine Smaragdus jade. You do understand, Mr. Crossell, that this means that... Mr. Crossell, your answer, please.
He's seriously intimidating right now. It's like she's...
I admit it. I confess. But I'm a victim in all of this, too. I invested a great deal of time and money into acquiring that small amount of Smaragdus jade, but after receiving it and carrying it around for a few days, I started to feel extreme discomfort. I couldn't sleep a wink or eat a single... I went to Boo Boo Pharmacy to get myself checked out, only to discover that this sort of stone cannot be worn as jewelry. That's why I had another pair of hairpins made from Smaragdus nephrite, which is almost indistinguishable from Smaragdus. I kept the real Smaragdus jadeite in a specially made box. I daren't touch it again. I was worried that someone would see through it, which is why I only dared...
Exactly! If they weren't the real deal, why'd you make her pay so much?
I didn't want to either, but when I purchased that Smaragdus jadeite, some of my business partners found out. If word got out that I sold a pair of fake hairpins...
All right, let's cut the appeals phase right there. I failed to see what bearing any of this has on your transaction with my client. According to the contract...
10 times?
Crossell looks like he could faint any second.
As for me, according to my contract with Mr. Chow, 20% of that sum...
20%? That's as much as I spent on that Smaragdus...
There's no need. It's fine. You don't have to... Even if the Smaragdus jadeite on those hairpins was fake, I still bear responsibility for losing them.
Ms. Jichao.
However, Mr. Crossell, since you have no use for that chunk of Smaragdus jadeite, Why don't you give it to me instead?
What? But all right then.
Miss Yanfei, I'll turn the Smaragdus Jadeite over to you.
Well, that's not quite how the rules say this should go.
Thanks so much for your help this time, Miss Yanfei. When you have the time, I'll be sure to...
Oh, come on. No need to stand on ceremony. Well then, that's good. Mr. Crossell, it seems that my client...
Is that so?
Actually, Mr. Crossell, I'd like to talk... I could see from the hairpins you produce that you're very skilled in jewelry design. My family, on the other hand, works in the ore business. If we could join forces, your jewelry designs and our choice ores, I think...
Well, that's that. And we've got the Smaragdus Jadeite that Granny wants too. All's well.
Exactly. Usually when someone tells us they've lost something, we end up searching all over the place for it. Even though the solution didn't involve action.
The right solution depends on your perspective on the The objective of my client, Mr. Chow, was to reduce her liability in Adeptus. Speaking of, you took part in that battle, didn't you? In which Liyue Harbor is now a city ruled by humans. The title of Adeptus means precious little to me compared to my... In any case, don't you think that the Liyue Harbor of today need...
Paimon can think of someone who would definitely disagree with your reasoning.
Well, since we got what we came for, it's time to pay Granny a visit. I bet she's been on tenterhooks for a while.
También Alicia. Un montón de cosas que no para recoger. No puedo recoger porque pararía la grabación.
This is a peaceful neighborhood.
Ah, you've returned. How did it go? Good, good.
Well, if we're all set, Granny, I'll get going.
Oh, you. All right, then. Go see...
I'm off then. Bye! Oh, yes, Traveler. Make sure you don't... I've been looking into the...
Come now, child. Are you leaving or are you not? If you have no wish to leave...
I'm leaving! I'm leaving!
That child. Goodness knows where she learned to be so indeed she is. Yanfei. Liyue is not the same place I was. All right, then. Let us speak of the...
Oh, Paimon's so excited! How is it made?
It is but a single teapot. There we go. This Serenity Pot is all yours now. Hold it firmly. If you were to drop it, oh goodness. Take these blueprints with you as well. You'll need them if you wish to make your teapot a little more lively inside.
Wait a minute, Granny. How exactly are we...
Oh, you needn't worry about that. I've already arranged for a certain little helper to await.
peaceful neighborhood.
Little refrescos. Y la refresco, yo que sé. Quiero revisar un poquito. Es fácil.
Wow! This teapot seems even bigger inside than Madame Ping's! Huh. But there's just a whole load of nothing around it. Paimon can't do that! Well, you're the one with the sword anyway! Still, why is it so... Oh, wait a second. What is...
Wow! It seems that we have a visit.
It's a huge finch!
Excuse me, I am not a finch. Hang on a... Oh, call me. I suppose you may call me Tubby.
So you're the little helper, Madame Ping?
Madam Ping? Oh, you must mean Ping. Yes, she did. You may leave all matters regarding the upkeep of this realm to me. Your journey may be far from over, but at least this way you will not... Though it is the Adepti who create realms such as this, they generally do not have the time of day to... Thus, we teapot spirits were created to help guard their realms and manage them. You may consider me a butler if you... Now, allow me to explain. Have you any blueprints on you? Specifically, blueprints with beauty. As long as you have a blueprint, you can refashion this realm however...
Blueprints? Oh, that's right! Granny handed us some when she...
Yes, these are the blueprints. Just commit the... Then simply...
Wow! Is that all it takes? Then we could build a whole city!
I doubt it. A golden-eyed adeptus explained this to me at some point in the past. He said that even though subspace creation is a product of it, this world is not a true one after all. It provides merely a moment of
A golden-eyed adeptus? Paimon one...
I hardly remember myself. What's more, Well, let's not dwell on... If there's anything you...
You seem tired. Would you like some tea? I'll brew you some. Do you take sugar? 1 cube or 2?
Existe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Guarda acá. ¿Dónde está?
Leave it to me. All of it. Whatever it is. What exactly is it? I didn't quite catch your request. Está bien. No sé si vaya. Porque está bien, ¿no? Está bien. Maybe you're not used to the place at the moment, but once you've material...
If you ever have any questions...
Por ahí. 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 Y está ahí.
Maybe...
Ahora ya no dice todo. Listo. Así le vamos.
If you ever have any...
No hacen tal cosita. Y por ahí vas a quitar esto.
did you arrive? I was completely lost in thought. Aw, you're concerned for my well-being. Well, you really know how to make me feel all warm and... Don't you worry. I love it here. Not at all. I think what makes this place so special is the fact that it was built If I were to start nitpicking, it would only ruin your I certainly wouldn't want that.
Maybe you're not you. If you ever have...
Es hora de salir de aquí.
I'll catch up. Time to clean up. Someone needs assistance. I'll catch up.
to me!
Bueno, aquí vamos a dejar el capítulo. Estamos fijándonos dónde vamos a ir el capítulo.
Wildland Bookhouse.
Bueno, aquí llegamos al
Guess this is where we
capítulo.
go to buy books in Liyue. Should we ask here if they have a copy of the Liyue volume of the Tibet Travel Guide? It's super duper interesting.
Nos vemos. Noel, ¿tienes algo que decir? ¿Algún gesto para despedirnos? Algo que decir, Noel. Ahora despide. Bueno, Noel despide a la gente. Y nos vemos entonces.